Hello and welcome to the Entrepreneur's Wealth Channel, the information channel dedicated to entrepreneurs, successful and aspiring people. Remember that immersing yourself in the right training and practicing the right action is the key to your success. Today we talk about self-confidence, a fundamental trait for personal growth and indirectly also in economic growth. True self-confidence is very different from mere bravado, and it's important to distinguish the two. Confident people, in fact, do not need to be bold, and this clearly does not mean that there are no self-confident people who are also bold. However, this means that not all bold people are really sure of themselves. On the contrary, often their behavior is a simple way to try to hide their insecurities. 1. Don't put others in a bad light to feel better about yourself. Confident people don't need to look bad and belittle other people's successes to feel better about themselves. They know that those who engage in this toxic behavior are nothing but frustrated people who will never get anywhere unless they start changing their attitude and mindset. If a person managed to achieve an important goal honestly, the person is self-confident and wonders, how did he do it? What can I learn from this person? These are the right questions to ask. Don't go desperately looking for something rotten at all costs to justify the success of the current character, even though it sure can be the case sometimes. There is no benefit to doing this behavior. 2. Don't ask from others and don't ask for permission to act. Confident people are able to stand on their own feet, which doesn't mean they don't enjoy the company of others, but that they know how to be comfortable on their own and not depend on them. Likewise, confident people don't need someone to tell them what to do and when to do it. If they know something needs to be done or want to do it, they simply act, obviously with common sense. Confident people have a proactive approach to problems rather than a reactive one. 3. They don't forget to constantly cultivate their knowledge. Much of the low self-confidence many people have comes from not having the skills and training to be successful in. That's why this channel aims to make people more aware, confident and successful thanks to our content. Those with self-confidence are self-aware of their strengths and weaknesses and know what to do to improve their chances of success, committing time and energy to improve their knowledge. Confident people learn throughout their lives, even when they are experts in their field. This applies to every entrepreneur, professional or simply person who will become successful. They know there is so much more in life to achieve and many ways to grow by not clinging to traditional ways of doing things or old beliefs about what is right or best, but always seeking new and better ways of learning. 4. Don't ignore your own judgment. While it is true that self-confident people are open to hearing the different points of view on a certain subject and not trying to impose their ideas on who they are in front of them. At the same time, they do not assume that others have all the answers they are looking for, but instead try to draw their own assessments based on all the information available to them, using it to make their own decisions. Finally, they know how to take responsibility for what will result from the decisions made. 5. They don't shy away from conflict. Confident people know that conflict is part of life and they don't see it as something to always avoid, but rather as something to be managed effectively because it can be really constructive. This obviously doesn't mean constantly actively trying to get into conflict with someone, as many people seem to love to do, but simply understanding that you can't always escape from difficult situations and that very often the best choice is to face it face to face to prevent them from prolonging. 6. Are not satisfied with mediocrity. Confident people have a vision of what they want and are committed to getting it. They are not looking for a job, but they are looking for the job they want. They are not looking for a partner, but they are looking for the partner they want. Confident people don't let their fears stop them from trying, but they push themselves to do more and more because they know they deserve the best in both work and life. 7. They don't dominate conversations and are actively listening into a conversation. It is not a monologue, but an exchange of thoughts. And this the self-confident person understands very well during a conversation. She takes the time to learn what her interlocutors are passionate about and, even if she isn't particularly interested in the subject, tries to listen actively, paying attention to what those in front of them have to say. It's amazing how many times you'll learn something new or find interesting insights into a conversation that you had no initial expectation from. Otto, they do not defer their commitments to you. One of the best known reasons people procrastinate is laziness, but that's not the only reason. In fact, many people often procrastinate because they are afraid of change, failure and perhaps even success, and as a result they go out of their way to avoid these types of situations. But confident people don't put off their commitments. They don't sit around waiting for the right time or the perfect circumstances, because they believe in themselves and expect that their actions will bring them closer to their goals. Needless to say, their favorite proverb is don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. 9. They don't need constant appreciation. Insecure people feel the need to constantly feel appreciated and to be constantly complimented. They need to be told how big they are. However, self-confident people are not like that. Obviously they love a sincere compliment, after all who don't like receiving it, but they don't need constant praise. They know that their success does not depend on the approval of others, and they understand that, regardless of what they do, there will always be someone out there who will criticize them out of hand. And that's okay. Confident people know that the kind of confidence that depends on the praise of others is not confidence at all, but narcissism. They do not compromise their values. This, in my opinion, is by far the most important point of all, because it is where self-confidence and integrity meet. How many times do we see, both on the web and on television, people who would sell their souls to the devil for a handful of likes or for money? Such slimy people that in order to maintain their following they have no problem manipulating the truth or saying and doing repugnant things. These are people without integrity, the worst of the worst. A self-confident person has dignity and follows values that they would never be willing to compromise to benefit, be it unpopularity or economics. Being confident and believing in your values also means never compromising yourself, even if that means giving up something desirable in the short term. When it comes to self-confidence, one thing is for sure, in today's world truly confident people always have the upper hand over the doubters and the shy, because they inspire others to make things happen rather than maintaining an attitude more passive and withdrawn. If the video was helpful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You will not miss the next training videos to achieve your financial success and personal growth. Thanks for watching.